I have a really strange question for you. Did you find yourself buying multiple packages of toilet paper during the pandemic? If so, then you may need to listen closely. Sounds like you may have a scarcity mindset. So while you probably haven't had to buy toilet paper since 2020, if you're in sales, your pipeline may look very bloated at the top with nothing coming out the other end. So let me recommend some Imodium for taking care of all that toilet paper and a reality call for your sales pipeline. So let me share an important rule. You can't lose anything you don't have. A scarcity mindset often prevents us from asking those tough questions to determine whether or not our prospects, that are currently in our pipeline, is this project really a priority to them? And here's the thing, if we think there's only a limited number of opportunities out there, then we're less likely to ask those tough questions to disqualify them. And, instead we're going to live in fear and be emotionally tied to what's currently in that pipeline, living in hopium. So, however, if we adopt an abundance mindset, then we're more likely to ask those tough questions to cut through the clutter that lives in our pipeline. So I was recently speaking with a business owner, and his sales team wasn't selling as much as he'd like. And plus, they're commoditizing some of the business. So on initial glance, this sounds like, a perfect opportunity for me. I can definitely help with those things. However, when I dug deeper, it turns out he has some old production equipment and it's going to have to be replaced. His concern was if he doesn't replace that equipment, his sales team could potentially outsell his production capabilities. So, we decided he needs to fix those production concerns first, and then we can revisit sales training in next year's budget. So had I not asked those questions, that prospect would still be in my pipeline. And look, that opportunity was never going to close this year. So by taking it out of my pipeline, it cleared up not only my headspace from thinking about it and living in that hopium, it also cleared out some clutter in my CRM. So am I worried? No. I know there's a lot of other opportunities out there that are more viable and places where I should be spending my time. So the rule is you can't lose anything you don't have. And remember, growth never happens in your comfort zone.